We are currently at the conclusion of paralysis and it is time to start our evaluation. We would like to thank Mr. Jadeja for his excellent guidance, and we would also like to thank the examiner for going on this journey with us.
Our product showcases the core values shown in many horror movies. We focused heavily on the aspects that we believe make horror movies. This is portrayed throughout our product. One of the main issues that is presented in our generation is the disease of sleep paralysis, which is often overlooked due to its nature. However, sleep paralysis is a very real and very serious problem that affects many people around the world, with the highest population of its patients being teenagers. We also decided to present the age-old convention in movies of a young person finding it increasingly difficult to escape from a following aggressor. For our draft product, we used the convention of a weaker girl running away from an aggressor. However, we decided to scrap this idea because we believed it was too cliche, and the negative response we would be seeing from the audience. Furthermore, the movements that the boogeyman made were all extremely slow and distorted, which is generally the way in which killers or monsters are perceived in horror movies. This is evident by characters such as Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers. The film is set in an abandoned school during the dream sequence. Urban environments tend to link with the eerie feeling of isolation and suspense, such as Cabin in the Woods, Woman in Black, and You're Next. These locations have a dark history, so when audiences see the setting, they can only imagine that bad things have occurred there, such as shootings or a suicide. Technical camera work also can be interpreted in horror movies. One instance is the high and low angles which we altered with our connote a sense of fear.
In regards to the iconography, colors are used primarily. Colors such as red and black, which suggest danger or death. We will be used on screen to project specific emotions. Lighting is expressive and non-naturalistic. Low-key lighting can help to create dark shadows and unfamiliar shapes. This lighting can be motivated in the world of the film, such as bonfires, torches, and fireplaces. Props can help us further identify the horror genre. Specific props can be used to identify a certain villain or character. Freddy Krueger has his claws and Jason has his machete. Therefore, when developing our character, we aim to use a weapon that would not be identified with any other character that is clearly present, making ours unique. While choosing the cast for our opening, we considered carefully the connotations which can be attributed to certain genders, races, and social classes. While taking this to account, we decided to cast a black male as the lead protagonist and a white male as the lead antagonist. We decided to confirm with usual conventions that are related to many horror movies of recent years, such as Night of the Living Dead, who cast June Jones as the lead and Lawrence Fishburne in Event Horizon 1999. With this in mind, we released our film opening to the typical conventions of horror. With black actors, they die. The actor himself makeup used on the character was also indicative of the horror movie genre with the usage of fake blood. In addition to this, the camera angles used display the main actor in almost every shot. While making our film opening, we did not take into account social class. This is because although following many conventions of the horror genre, we did not want to make the film more cliché than it had to be at the time. While filming our video, we also foresaw issues with cliché. Seeing as our story is unique in the sense of dreams, we are still using the idea of somebody running away from somebody else. We also followed the convention of early establishment. We showed our main characters as early as possible to establish them in the storyline. While looking at this, we understood the conventions of an early event. This is, of course, the final scene of our film opening when Chris dies in his dream. Although our movie opening contains such a dramatic event, we also started with an equilibrium, another convention followed by many horror movies. The overall purpose of a film opening is to make the audience continue watching the film. We considered this when making our film. We decided to add the correct amount of connotations and denotations to ensure that our audience would enjoy the opening and continue with the movie.
In regards to the representation of social groups or issues, our actors were able to challenge a variety of these social issues. For instance, our main actor was portrayed the victim, Crystal Meany, as African American. It is uncommon for primary roles to be African American when it comes to horror films. We have rarely found a horror film where the main actor is of African American ethnicity. Therefore, in this scenario, we have been able to tackle racial obstacles by giving the primary role to a black man.
Another supreme convention that we have strained is the social issue of homosexuality that has been haunting our world for centuries past. It is convenient for us that our main actor is a homosexual. Since we cast Chris as the main actor, we are challenging the convention of a film starring a gay actor, which has never been done before. Through the extensive research we have done, we have found that no horror film have ever starred a gay actor / character as the primary actor. Therefore, in this sense, it seems that we have done in regards of casting the character has challenged multiple conventions and social issues.